And we're back at Obligatory Podcast, episode 22. Yeah, see? No
that was pretty good.
Voice.
That was pretty good. No radio voice.
What's going on?
I saw you fighting it, though. You really had to concentrate.
I had to pull back.
We just spent like 30 minutes talking normally, but once you press record, it takes all your concentration not to go into radio mode. You're like... I saw you tense.
Screw
I saw you tense.
Obligatory Podcast, episode 22 with Kermit and Myke.
Yeah! There it is.
What's going on? We are back for episode
22.
22.
I think we said 22 like 8
Yeah,
times.
I realized that. Mm-hmm. And I'm blowing this already.
Yep.
So let's get right into it. Let's talk about what's important.
Okay.
Let's talk about you losing your eyebrow.
What a dick.
Yeah. That's the main thing.
What?
That's the only thing I want to focus on.
I'm not embarrassed about it, man. I made a video. I put it out there, you know.
You idiot.
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
So wait, explain this to the people that didn't watch the video.
Yeah, so I had gigs in Boca last week, and I got tied up with some stuff here, and I still had like a 3-hour drive, and I went to go take a shower, and I looked in the mirror and saw that I need my beard trimmed, so I grabbed the trimmer real quick, and I just hit it up, set it to like 11, and trimmed it up. And then I saw a couple of nose hairs sticking out, so I took off the guard on the razor and just took care of business. Then I hopped in the shower and got out of the shower, and I was looking in the mirror, and I saw I had one long stray eyebrow. So without even thinking, I just lifted up the trimmer, and it was like right when I heard that noise that I remembered, oh yeah, I had taken the guard off to trim my nose hair. And sure enough, it all my senses caught up all at once, but it was just in time to see a chunk of hair fall right into the sink.
But what I don't understand, who shaves their eyebrows like that?
I do.
But no one does. You don't just go across the eyebrow.
Well, dude, I have like really heavy, thick brows.
You fucking Muppet.
I have heavy, thick brows, and I get some strays. So like, it's really easy for me just to have the guard, and I just go take them down a little bit.
Ernie eyebrows.
Yeah, they're thick. It's a unibrow. I ain't lying. Like, you see that spot? That's not genetics. That's Gillette, man. I got to shave that. I get like 5 o'clock eyebrow shadow and shit. It's scary.
Well, you got it penciled in pretty good. Like
I'm
Mexican.
good.
I mean, I'm staring right at it.
I know.
And I'm like, it's pretty good.
I'd like to say it's never happened before, but it happened like 10 years ago. So I wasn't even as stressed out as I was 10 years ago. I just grabbed the kid's mom. I grabbed her mascara and just started dabbing it back in. And luckily, I've dated some Puerto Rican chicks in my time. I know how to draw a decent eyebrow. I didn't have to go full Sharpie on this one or nothing. But I went down, did my gigs. No one noticed. Everything was fine. And even the kids at the house didn't notice. And then the next day, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and make a video. And I made a quick video, threw it up on YouTube, and I just wiped off. And like, sure enough, it's probably more than half.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just staring. I was like, man, that's pretty good.
Yeah. It was funny because I saw you and your girl out and about last night, and she's like, damn, you do good eyebrows.
She was impressed.
She was. Ultimate compliment. But
So wait, you did this 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Were you a comedian then too? You had to go do a show?
I was an open micer.
Okay.
But also, I was actually on my way down. I was running late because I was on the way to the West Palm Beach Improv to apply for a job as a bartender or a server. And that's when I lost half my eyebrow. And the first time you do it, if you don't have experience shaving off half your eyebrow accidentally like I do, the first time you do it, you stop and you're like, what do? Do I finish shaving? Do I shave the other one? Do I balance it out?
Give yourself the gangster slit?
Yeah, there was nothing to put a gangster slit in. It was gone. It was gone. So then that's when I think I did use a Sharpie that time because that's all I had. And then I went to the interview. And like the way I sat during the interview, I just was leaning in with the left side of my face.
Like you're sinister?
Like I'm either sinister or I think maybe they thought I was hard of hearing and just leaning in that left ear. And I drew it. I wasn't as talented with eyebrow covering up my first time because it was a little bit crooked. It almost looked like Spock from Star Trek. Like I had that little arch.
Yeah, so like McDonald's arch.
So
eyebrows.
like everything they said to me, I think just came off as me responding like skeptically. They're like, so we're going to need you to work Fridays and Saturdays. I'm like, oh, you're going to need me to work Fridays and Saturdays. They're like, is there a problem with that? No. Why would there be a problem with that? But
well,
I
your
just
face is saying one thing and your voice is saying the other.
So yeah, man. no big deal. I was talking to someone. I'm like, it happens, and they're like, no, it doesn't
happen.
It doesn't. It's just one of those things that happens. Like you shit yourself, and you're like, yeah, that's normal.
Well, that happens.
No, it doesn't.
It happens.
It doesn't.
It happens violently, but it happens.
You jinx me, man, because every time we've had that conversation,
Are you scared of shit?
I've had close calls. I've had close calls. I think I told you about the one I was driving home, and I literally had to undo my pants, take off my belt, and I was like just
the limbo
arched up.
Yeah, man.
I'm like, turn red lights.
All the muscles got to clinch it in.
In fact, just this podcast itself is a curse, man.
How so?
Like, I think it was 2.5 months ago, maybe 3 months ago, came home from the podcast the very next day, got the word that the place I was living in 10 years, they're like, hey, we're not renewing your lease. Last week we do the podcast. I wake up in the morning. I had one nail. I left the Improv Sunday night after my shows with Godfrey, 2 weekends ago or whatever. And there was a nail and I needed a spare. So I took the other I took it in to a place that does tires. And it turns out all my tires have water rot damage. So I ended up needing 4 new tires.
It's another $800 out of you.
$560.
Okay.
$560. And then that same day, I get a call. Remember, I had given up. I was supposed to be in Boca for 3 shows last week. So I get a call that the headliner's bringing their own feature and won't need me Thursday or need me Friday and Saturday, which I had already given up a Saturday show locally to go cover that.
Okay.
So I'm like, I told the booker, I'm like, well, this is, man, not for nothing, but they still have me headlining Thursday night.
Oh, so they canceled on you.
They canceled.
Because the feature showed up or whatever?
Well, I was originally booked to headline a Thursday night off-night show.
Right, okay.
And I was booked to headline a show locally on Saturday, a little bar show. And then the booker from down there called me up and said, hey, the headliner I have Friday, Saturday, she's not bringing a feature. We want to keep you down here to feature. So headline Thursday, feature Friday, Saturday.
Cool.
And I'm like, yeah, all right, cool. It's a nice theater, everything else. And I called up a friend, got him to cover my Saturday gig up here and threw him a little extra money because it was a last minute thing. And then they called me, the South Florida booker called me the next day and said, hey, she's bringing her own person instead, so I won't need you Friday and Saturday. But the thing is, I had texted this guy like, hey, I'm going to have to cancel a gig to do that.
Right.
And he wrote me back, yeah, go ahead, do it. I'm like, so it's a definite? He's like, you're on. Now it's one thing if you booked me and then she's bringing her own person. I had nothing booked, but I gave up money to go cover. It was a trade-off thing. So then I'm talking to him. I'm like, dude, well, now I'm losing money on this deal. Not just the money I would have made if you canceled me for a Thursday, Friday, but I had a gig up here and you told me to cancel it. He's like, well, what were you getting paid? And I told him, he's like, well, I guess I'll pay you that then. And I'm like, and even then, it still doesn't cover what I would have made at merch or anything else, but at least he's doing kind of the right thing, So I go down do my Thursday gig, and then he's like, okay, well, I want you to come back here Saturday to host for me. I'm like, why?
Because you got dance, monkey, that's why.
Yeah, because he's like, well, I'm paying you. You might as well, I might as well have you work if I got to pay you anyways. I'm like, no. You're not, you were covering a gig in Orlando. If you can't see the difference between me driving 5 minutes from my house to do a gig where I live and going back home, and me driving 6 hours round trip, $70 in gas and tolls, And he was like, oh, well, why would I pay you if I'm not going to work you? I'm like,
So you ended up doing it anyways, though?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
No, I just got my money and said, no, that's ridiculous.
Well, fucking look at you.
Yeah. It's one of those things where...
It's a big shot.
No, it's just one of those... It's one of those things... I called up other comics, like comics I look up to. I'm like, hey, man, I have a habit of doing the wrong thing. What would you do? They're like, no, man, he's crazy. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm curious who these comics you
Ken
call.
Miller. I called up Ken Miller.
Fuck that
He's like, that motherfucker crazy, B.
B.
Yeah. And I always love when bookers are like, oh, well, you'll never work here again, because it's always like one of those things, why would I want to work for someone who would try doing something like this? So that turned out to be my weekend.
Speaking of comedy, let's... That's a trumpet if you didn't know.
Oh yeah, nice.
You got nomination for Orlando's Best Comedian for 2018.
Orlando Weekly Best of. I'm up for a best of,
hey,
a bestie.
You get a sheet of paper that just all right.
Yeah.
If you win, you're nominated.
Yeah, I won't win.
We're gonna push for it.
There's no way.
I mean, there is some people in there. I was shocked they're even on that list.
Well, that should give you the idea of the criteria.
I was like, wait, he doesn't even do comedy.
There you go.
I was like, what the
There
fuck's
you
he
go.
doing there?
It really is. It's to number one to be nominated. I'm honored.
There you
Thank
go.
You.
You gotta write a speech. You gotta be ready.
Yep. But then on the other side of it, there's no real competition to this.
All right, so let's say this was like important.
Votes.
Let's say this was important.
It is important. It's the most. It means absolutely nothing.
Okay.
I want it more than anything.
But then, what would be your speech?
What would be my speech?
You got a minute and a half to do a speech.
To do a speech about what?
Whatever. They give you an award. Here's your trophy. Mm-hmm. Go.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that.
What do you mean not gonna do it? You gotta say something.
I will.
You gotta thank somebody.
I will. I'm not even worried about it right
Let's
now.
pretend.
Because I'm not even into the like.
You gotta pretend.
I'll write a speech when I get back to the party.
No. Fuck that. You're at the party now. You won. Myke Hurley, best comedian Orlando 2018.
Okay. I'd like to say from the bottom of my heart, this is long overdue.
Okay.
Like, honestly, I don't know why we're just celebrating me in 2018. What was up with 2017? That was a great fucking year for me. You should have taken notice. 2016, you passed a guy who doesn't even do stand-up comedy. You made him the best local. This thing is just a sham and a fraud. Hey, I will get off when it's time to get off. And I just like to say to all the women in Hollywood, it's about time we came forward. Because for too long, men have oppressed us and our talents.
That's not bad. That's a good speech.
Back from some technical difficulties.
We were trying to play it off. It didn't work out well.
No, it didn't work out at all.
I realized we're videotaping with the videos.
Yeah,
So, all right.
It'll be interesting.
My bad, guys. I slapped something around here. I don't know what I did.
And then we couldn't repair it. It's beyond repair.
It's all good.
It's good now.
It's good now.
It's good now. Just don't touch anything.
We don't touch anything.
We don't touch anything.
So back to you.
Yay, me. Yeah. No, it's funny.
It's such a hard transition. Like, I was like, oh, shit.
We were on a roll.
We were on a roll.
We were on a roll.
We were talking about your acceptance speech at Orlando Weekly's best comedian.
Best of local
when you
comedian. When I win, I'm taking you as my date to the party.
Yay! Oh, I'll wear my fancy dress.
Nice.
I'll wear my pumps.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Make me tall.
Speaking of which, you notice you're breathing a little bit heavy today. What's going on?
Let's not talk about.
You don't want to talk about that?
I mean, we can. I didn't want to.
Okay. Well, yeah. What happened?
I got beat up again.
You got beat up?
Yes.
Again?
Yes.
By who?
By a fighter.
What fighter?
UFC fighter.
Okay. What name? I'm sure our listeners would be interested to Google.
A very strong person named Hannah.
Hannah.
Yep.
Is that like a Norwegian, like men named their sons Hannah?
No, it's a woman.
You got beat up? Oh, the one that, what's her name? The one from a couple of, like, you were training with her?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's a badass, dude. She's tough as hell.
Yeah.
I saw some videos of her. Like, dude, I don't think I don't know a guy that she couldn't beat up, to tell you the truth. There's no shame in that, man.
Good.
No,
it sounds different. Like, I got beat up by a girl.
Oh, dude, she's a fucking machine.
Yeah, she side kicked me, and
did you have any pads on?
No. And it hurts to breathe.
Because usually you hold gloves for them, right?
I had this fanny pack pad around my belly.
Yeah.
And I was like telling her to kick that, and she was doing that, and she got a little bit too happy and threw the kick high.
Caught you in the side.
Oh man! And I felt everything crush in.
Did you crumple, or did you just suck it up and like, okay, we're good?
I didn't crumble. I just kind of like
cried internally.
I ran off. Like I did like a jog.
You did that. Let me shake it off.
Yeah, let me shake it off. Jog.
Yeah.
Good job.
We're good for the day.
We're good. Yeah. Take a timeout. I'll take a 30. Dude, it hurts.
So she's training for a fight now. What's her full name?
Hannah. I don't know her last name. I always call her by Hannah Goldie. So.
Goldie. Yeah, Goldie. I think that's what her videos are under. Goldie.
Yeah, I don't even know if that's her last name or not.
Yeah.
Whoops.
If only we had a small personal computer we could put queries into.
We could, but I didn't pull it up because
Yeah.
I'm a professional.
Yeah.
Nah, we'll put it up later.
Yeah.
But she's got a fight in the UFC, so we're training her and a couple other guys. But yeah, she whooped my ass and it hurts.
I'm sorry, man.
It's okay.
Yeah. So you know how you commonly make. You're gonna love this because
I commonly make. Keep going.
This deals with the restroom. I know how you feel about toilet humor. You're for it.
Oh,
you love
I'm gonna love it.
And you make fun of the way like my pee sounds whenever I like.
It sounds clumpy.
I don't get what clumpy means. I piss like a racehorse,
Sounds
like
clumpy.
a man.
Nope. Sounds clumpy to
And
me.
as we've said, it sounds different when you do it standing up.
Okay.
You're used to peeing sitting down. You get that echo and that.
Even when sitting down, doesn't sound clumpy.
Well, anyways, I have a whole new. I like your toilet because
Okay.
I have a whole the new house in one of the bathrooms. The way I found this out the hard way, the way they installed the toilet. Whoever installed the toilet put it too close to the wall, so when they went to put the lid on the toilet, the lid doesn't set properly, so the lid is pushed a little bit forward on the toilet.
The toilet bowl. You mean the bowl where you sit on?
Well, there's the bowl, but there's the tank on top of the toilet. Okay. So when they installed the toilet, you're supposed to do a certain distance from the wall because there's the lip on the lid that covers the tank.
Okay, yeah.
They installed it so that the tank was flush with the wall. Unfortunately, the lid of the tank is supposed to hook like a cover around on the back. Well, since it doesn't fit back there, it leaves a little overhang in the front. Now, why does that matter? Well, yeah, sometimes it's inconvenient because you go to flush the handle and you got to go under.
Yeah, go under.
But more importantly, if you're a dude, and this is what I found out, when you lift the seat up to go take a piss,
it slams right back down.
it slams right back down.
Did you hit your pecker?
Twice now.
You're
Twice now, and it comes down fast. And the thing is, it's that perfect amount where if you just lifted it up and it didn't stay up, it came back down, you'd be like, oh yeah, no, I forgot about this. But it stays up for that perfect amount of time for like, I don't know what that quota time is but like you lift it up,
stream
it stays for a second, you pull it out, the stream's not getting out, but you're pulling it out, and all of a sudden, right on the tip.
You got your pecker smacked
twice.
You're standing too close to the toilet.
Like
never mind. Calm down, King Kong.
If I hadn't already been circumcised at birth, it would have. Like, yeah, if you don't want to pay hospital bills and you want to come get that foreskin removed, come on
come
over.
to your place.
Oh.
You gotta get one of those hydraulic lids, the ones that go down slowly.
They make those? Mm-hmm. Really?
I got one for my grandma.
What?
Yeah, they don't slam. You can't slam them.
Yeah, but is it for the seat and the lid?
Yeah.
Or just the lid?
Both. And they slide down.
I'll have to look into it. Maybe I'll get the bars while I'm at it.
The handicap bars?
Yeah, I love the handicap bars because sometimes I get acrobatic.
You're pissing. You're not really.
When I'm taking a shit.
Wait, how can you take a shit? That means you're shitting in an angle.
What do you mean?
The lid doesn't go all the way up. You said it doesn't flush. It stays off in an angle.
No, it goes
it goes up enough where you can lay back on it.
Oh yeah,
lean back on it.
Oh yeah, and if your back's there, you're holding it up.
Okay, I thought you meant like it was like kind of like a slope.
No,
and you're like crouching.
No,
over.
we're talking like half an inch is enough to cause this to go from this to there goes your penis. But.
There goes your penis.
Yeah.
That's why you have the topic penis guillotine.
Yeah. That's what. Yeah, that's
he has a note that says penis guillotine.
Well, come on, man.
I was like, what is that? I don't even know.
If you read a comic set list, it sounds like a really weird shopping. Like I've always thought, I've lost things I've written on napkins, and people must pick it up and figure it's like the worst grory list ever.
Or they do your set.
No, you'd really have to kind of be like you'd have to like what we got here. This is like an old notebook. This is one of my oldest notebooks actually. Let's see what we got in here. Serving overseas, digital photography, cookies delete, hotel dead hooker, altar boy / dad, cheating dream, mother corruption, hairy parents / eyebrows. That's back when I had eyebrows. Dirty jobs, dream jobs / ninja, Burger King, onion rings. Oh, these are all jokes I don't do. Winnie the Pooh underwear. What the fuck was that about? Cookie Monster dodgeball. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Emergency room. Yeah, but that's how how comics write shit. You only write the keywords that
my notebooks are out here on the floor. I got a bunch of that crap.
Where they belong. Actually, they're about 5 steps away from the trash can where they truly belong.
Shredder.
Yeah. Oh man, it's been an aggravating week, dude. People are just like there's been so many times this week that I'm just like, this is why I don't own a gun. because I know I'd be one of those road rage. Like, do you get bad road rage or do you?
Yeah, I curse a lot during
Do you?
Yeah.
Like, will you follow people?
No, I don't do the like try to look at their face. Like, I'm gonna speed up and look at this son of a bitch's face to see what before he can look at my face.
When they
I can tell him.
they'll just do that straight ahead.
Yeah, like, oh shit, I messed up. I don't do that, and I don't follow. No, I don't follow anybody.
No, I did that passive aggressive just on the way here tonight. I did that windshield wiper thing.
What's
you ever
that?
do that? Like when someone's like just tailgating you, when they're just on your ass, you just hit the windshield wipers on your car and you hold it down so the fluid just sprays over your car and just covers their car. It's like the most passive aggressive, like, oh, you want to ride ass? You want to do that?
I didn't know that. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
It rains so much here. I didn't think it was a big deal.
Oh, no, it's great, especially on a dry day, especially when they realize what you're doing. They're like, what the fuck? Yeah. Yeah, I'm cleaning your windshield for you because that's how close you are, you son of a bitch.
So you have bad road rage? You ever gotten in a fight over it?
Yeah, I've gotten out of the car a couple of times.
You got out of the car and tried to fight somebody?
Yeah. No, they got out of the car, so then I got out of the car.
And then did you guys brawl?
What? No, it was one of those things when they got out of the car and then all of a
Puffing
sudden...
chest?
Yeah, it was one of those things. It's like, get back in the car. I'm like, yeah, get back in the car. You know,
Are you
like
by
being
yourself?
that guy. Oh, yeah. But once I saw he was on his wife's leash, you know, I was going to be like, yeah, do what the woman says. You know, he would have kicked my ass, too. It was ridiculous. But that's the problem with guys like me. We go into fights knowing we're going to lose, and it's still worth it. Because I'm going to fucking get blood on your Nikes today, you son of a bitch. I'm going to make you break your fist on my head.
So wait, you do the windshield wiper thing. You got out of the car. You ever follow somebody?
Yes.
You follow them to their house?
Not to their house. I was actually with a buddy of mine, Eric. I think you've met him. And this dude did that thing where the road we were on was 2 lanes going straight, and then there was a lane to the left for a turn lane, you know, and there was a long line of traffic behind us. So the light turns green and we're going, and this asshole, I guess, who hadn't wanted to wait behind the 2 straight lanes had come up in the turn lane. And then right when I'm going through the middle of the intersection, he tries to do this thing to hook in to the straight lane from the turn lane, you know?
Right.
And and I almost hit him. Like, because he was a fucking asshole. So I honked my horn, just give him that little, hey, you're a douche. And he did the fuck you thing. And I'm like, oh, motherfucker, I have nowhere to be today. So that was it. For like 35 minutes, we were going down back roads of Dr. Phillips and everything else. And then, like, at one stoplight, he wrote down, stop following me. Leave me alone. Because it was just like one 20-ish white dude. And it's me and Eric's like this bigger, you know, Puerto Rican guy and everything like that. And I think he just realized what life was going to be like for him. And he went straight from, I'm the badass of these roads to, I'm going to get my mom on the phone. Oh. And you know how you are when you're in that situation. You're like, call the cops, motherfucker. Oh, you're going to need them, you know?
You're a bully. He's calling me a bully.
How am I a bully?
That's some bully
shit. This motherfucker almost caused an accident in an intersection.
You threatened his life.
I threatened his life. He aimed a 2-ton vehicle at us.
And he said he's sorry by the.
Oh no, he didn't say he was sorry till like 30 minutes into it.
After you chase him for 30 minutes.
I hope the time you saved by not waiting at the light was spent worth it, avoiding us through Dr. Phillips. And if you're listening, go suck a dick if I ever see you again. Dude, I'll write down people's license plate numbers. Not even know
what?
I don't know. I just hope that someday I have a friend in the DMV who does shady shit for me, and I can just go knock on their door and be like, hey, remember me? Orange Blossom Trail 6 years ago. Yeah. No? Oh, you got a wife and family now? You did.
You're a psycho. You're a bit crazy.
Well, let's think about this. Is it really good to call someone a psycho who knows where you live and what time you go to bed?
You don't know what time I go to bed?
Shh. 11:20.
All right, that's about right. that's about right. That's about right.
Yeah. Oh. Freaked you. You're a freak, dude. If you notice, every time I've come in here, I've been very polite about your carpet and taking my shoes off. But when you pulled that fucking footsie stuff last week, now I'm wearing 2 pairs of socks. I got extra socks.
Why are you wearing shoes in my house, man?
Yeah, because you played
culture, bro.
You played footsies.
Yo, that's mad disrespectful.
You played footsies with me, like
I wasn't playing footsies with you.
You did. The first time was an accident. The second time you got all up in the...
Dude, why are you wearing shoes in my house, man? That's mad disrespectful.
I told you.
You brought shit from outside. You brought it into my house.
Yeah.
You being a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You played footsies with me.
Man, you liked it.
I was wearing sandals around my house all day, and then when I knew I had to come here, I put on socks and shoes. I have a feet thing, man. I'm not...
It's very douchey.
I'm keeping my feet up on the...
That's very douchey, bro. No, it's all right, man. It's all right. Just rub it all in my carpet. Just rub it. Rub your shit.
Oh, speaking of dogs, did I tell you the problem I had?
Speaking of dogs, yeah, go ahead.
Did I tell you? Like, my house where it sits, I'm on the end of a cul-de-sac, and right across the street from my house is a like retention pond that, you know, the boys think it's a lake, but they got ducks there and everything else. But I noticed this like the first couple of days I moved in. There's this guy who would take his truck down there, open up his truck door, let his dog hop out of the truck and go piss or shit, like right there. I'm like, oh, okay. And then he called the dog in and the hop in, go away. And then I saw this was happening like twice a day. He would take him down here. So I saw where that guy lived, and he lives at the like entrance to my little community.
What's his license plate?
So, well, it's a white Ford Explorer. So I was out there the other day, and he comes up and he lets the dog out. So I walk up and I try to do that thing where I'm like, hey, do you need a bag or anything? And he's like, for what? And I'm like, well, for your dog shit. And he's like, oh, yeah, no, I don't need one yet. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, if you do, let me know, because, you know, I got some extra ones. I live right there. And then he's like, oh, but what if I didn't clean up his shit?
Oh, boy.
And I'm like, well, why wouldn't you? And he's like, well, why would I? I'm like, well, number one, it's illegal not to. Number two, it's severely illegal to let your dog shit within 100 feet of standing water, because that just spreads bacteria diseases. More importantly, my kids live in that house right there, and they play in this field. And this is a public area, but it's also kind of a park, so a lot of people use it. And you use it for your dog shit, that's fine. But other people just kind of come over here and walk around, so it'd be pretty disrespectful not to clean up your shit. And he's just like, oh, well, what are you going to do about it? I'm like, well, if you don't clean up your shit, what I'm going to do is I'll bag it up for you, and you're at that White House at the end of the road, right? I will deliver it to your driveway for you, because if we're just going to start putting shit wherever the fuck we want, then that's what I'm going to do. He's like, I've lived in this neighborhood for... I'm like, yeah, you would think you'd know the no shitting rule. And then he's just like, oh. And I'm like, well, that's fine. I'm like, if people can do whatever they want, I got a bunch of poisoned meat inside my house, so I might just start leaving that out here. I'd hate to see any animals just bite into that. And he's like, yeah. He was like, oh, you want to do that to a dog? I'm like, you know why I don't own a dog? Because I do shit like that. That's why. Yeah.
Dude, for someone that doesn't like get into fights, you sure they'll fucking start them, man.
Dude, I tried to do it nicely. If you remember, this whole conversation started out with, do you need a bag?
You just have adventures after adventures of violence.
I don't like people who go around just fucking imposing their will
I'm with you. I'm not against you.
You're a dog owner.
Yeah, I pick up my dog shit all the time.
And once again, whenever there's a situation like this, I call people who are professionals. I called up my good friend Charlie, who has a couple of dogs. I'm like, dude, am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
Like this? He's like, no. And Charlie lives downtown. He's like, I'll yell at people that's not even near my property when they don't clean up after their dog. I'm like, all right.
Well, you should go shit in his yard.
I've been thinking about it.
I'll join you. We can hold hands and shit.
You do like shitting in people's driveways. Chupacabra.
I wouldn't mind taking a shit in his yard.
But what I don't like was that whole, hey, do you need a bag? No, we're good. But what would you do if I...
What are you going to do about it?
Oh, I feel like you're asking me what level of crazy I'm ready to go.
White guy?
Yeah.
White guy? Yeah. You guys are rude, man.
You guys?
Yeah.
You guys?
Yeah.
No, I'm getting darker than you. I got the pool now.
You got the pool now? But you always find trouble, dude.
I don't. Trouble comes to me.
Dude, it finds you.
I don't want it.
It finds you.
Dude, I want to live my life in peace.
I never have these issues, and I'm like, I like watching violence.
Yeah, I don't care for any of it, but I think it comes from, when I was a kid getting bullied a lot, and now I just don't tolerate it at any age for anybody. I don't like bullies. I don't.
Well, you don't like people. We don't like watching people fight either, though. You're weird.
Like how so?
Like you don't like watching comedians fight.
I don't.
You said you don't. You find it beneath you.
Did I?
Yeah, you said that to me.
I find it beneath. Oh, you mean like the slap fighting
Just
shit?
any kind of general like violence.
I
I think it's funny.
I think we're all at an age when you really don't. We shouldn't have to. Yeah. Like,
Well, it wasn't. I mean,
and I don't know. I think you're misquoting me because my whole thing has always been. I think if this generation had grown up, like there's a big difference between having a fight at school and having a guy come in with an AK-47.
okay, yeah.
You know. And I think there was a lot less of that when I was growing up because people would go and throw punches. And like I said, one of my best friends now is a guy who beat the shit out of me the first time I met him. But you become friends, you know? I think there's something about that with guys. And, you know, I think guys fight a lot, but I think it's mostly women's fault.
Go on.
Well, it's because, look, you should never... It's almost like whenever you hear the conversation about not hitting a woman... It almost echoes with me. Like, I almost feel like I want to be that guy. Like, Black Lives Matters. Doesn't all lives matter? Like, whenever I hear people going, you should never hit a woman, I'm like, maybe we should never hit anyone. You know, like, I feel like that conversation never comes up. Like, no one ever steps in and goes, yeah, while we're at it, let's not, you know, men hit each other. You never hear that conversation, right? But I think it's because it's so ingrained not to hit women that you got these guys just walking around all day. And let's admit, as Bill Burr said before, sometimes a woman, you shouldn't, but to say there's no reason to hit a woman, oh my God.
Yeah. And there's some women nowadays, I mean, look at Hannah. Imagine her pushing you around. You might have to throw a punch.
I was bartending for years, and I would see these guys come into the bar just to get out of the house and away from their wife, and they're already on a 9 when they walk into the bar because the day they're having. And then they go to the bathroom, and while they're gone, someone sits in their stool, you know? And when they come back, they're like, hey, man, that was my stool. And the other guy just turns around. He's had shit with his wife all day, too. What'd you say to me? They're already at, like, 9s. And that's why guys will fight about anything.
Like an MMA event.
They're just carrying around all this rage and aggression. And I swear to God, I've seen fights where I swear I hear the guy, like, mumbling to himself, and fuck your mother. And she's not staying with us at Christmas while he pounds some dude because he's just taken out. And where'd you leave my wallet? You're always moving my shit. Like, I seriously think that 90% of the fights between men is just because they're carrying around that aggression they have for a woman in their life. And they can't take it out on her because, of course, why would you? But then the first guy who, you know, fucking cuts him off in traffic or his dog shits across the street from his house, he's like, this isn't about you. You know that, right?
So are you saying that you're about unhinged at a 9 now?
I'm always at
I'm always angry.
But I mean, I'm sure I haven't expressed it correctly, but I'm sure there's someone out there that if they just sit and think about it, like half the times that you end up getting a bar fight, you realize you walked in that place with a chip on your shoulder about something else, you know? I've gotten into a fight at Denny's the day of my buddy's funeral.
What the fuck?
Yeah, me and a couple of buddies, you know, we went, unfortunately, one of our friends passed away. We went out to, you know, we drank all day, then we went out, and obviously we're just very upset. And some guy came in acting like a jackass at Denny's, just doing that thing where he sat down at the table and he's just like, oh, look, maybe I'll get the strawberry sundae, or maybe I'll get the... And his girlfriend's like, you're being a little bit loud. He's like, I don't give a fuck. I'll be loud as I want. Who's going to say anything?
Wait.
And I was like, bam! Thank you for the invite to the party.
Wait, he was mocking about getting a strawberry?
Yes. He was just some drunk, ignorant asshole who came in that day.
So he sat down and
he sat down
like,
and
I want strawberry shortcake, bitches.
Yep. That was him.
He
was the, look at me, I'm funny and loud. And I heard his girlfriend say, you're being a little bit too loud. And he gave that whole, I don't care. Who's going to say anything to me? I'm like, oh.
And you got in a fight.
Yeah.
Dude, I think you got more fights than me.
Well, you probably got more wins than me, if that makes you feel better. Like I said, it's the winning part I never figured out.
Oh, well, did you win that one?
No.
You picked the fight and then you didn't win it?
I didn't pick it. He picked me.
No, you kind of... He was being a dick.
He said, who's going to stop me?
And then you volunteered.
Yeah.
I paid tribute.
It was an invitation. Yeah.
And then you got beat up.
I wouldn't say beat up, but like he got the last shot when we got broken up. So
that's not really a loss then.
No, I got.
I'm talking about like you got like hit and you can't get back up.
Oh no, dude. That
you got sucker punch at the end.
Nah, it wasn't even a sucker punch. It was a clean shot. He got a good shot off.
And then what? Everyone broke it up like always.
Yeah, everybody's like holding you back.
But then you already got you didn't get to get your punch in.
Well, I had both my arms restrained by that point. Which,
oh, thanks, friend.
Yeah, your friends are like pulling you off each other.
Never do that shit to
and
me.
That's no. I go.
You gotta hold me back. Hold me by my waist, if anything, but not hold my arms.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate when people do that.
Yep.
You gotta have your arms, man. You can't hold,
gotta have something, right? You
freaking hold your arm, then the other guy.
Whose team are you on, motherfucker?
What the hell? Your friends are horrible.
Yeah. Well, then another one of my friends who was there that night actually passed away last year. So.
Jeez, man.
Yep. I'm just like looking at wow, who's gonna be the next to go from that table?
All right, glad I'm not at that table. I mean, you said this podcast is a curse, so don't blame it on me.
Dude, I've had too close. I had I think I told you a couple of when I was going through the stress of like moving and everything, and my buddy says it was probably just an anxiety attack, but I'm like, it felt like near death. And then just today I was in the pool, had a stressful week, decided I was going to take a swim. The kids were gone out with their mom, and I just started swimming and everything else, and just kind of ran in the middle of it, felt a little tense, tightness
having,
right
panic
here.
Attacks and shit?
I don't know. But the worst part, it's like in these moments right before I think, oh, this is it, I'm not thinking about oh my gosh, there was so much I wanted to do. Of course, the first thought is always the boys, I want to make sure they're okay. The second point I was like, really? This is it? This is how I go? In a pool? There's a little bit of, I'm not even going to be here to care what people say about it, but I mean, come on, you want something good?
Yeah, that's a bad way to go too.
Yeah, because
you're gonna shit all in the pool.
Oh man, and who's at least the filters on a timer.
No, you're just gonna be swimming in your poop.
Nah, I'll be dead.
Face down in your poop. We gotta fish you out. One of those fish. What's those nets?
The skimmers?
Yeah, was that what it's called? A skimmer?
Well, the skimmer.
Yeah, we gotta drag you out because no one's gonna jump in and get you. I'm just gonna use the little stick.
Maybe they won't find me for days, and I'll just be all fat and bloated.
That's horrible.
Oh, you're talking about pulling me out with a stick? I'm just like.
Well, I'm sorry you're having these horrible panic attacks.
Why do I feel like the first thing going up on our website is a Myke death clock?
Taking bets now for the Patreon account. If you would like to make a donation to Myke's death, we'll do a Patreon account, and winner gets that cash cow.
Jesus Christ!
If you pick the date.
Oh, speaking of which, so what do you think about my promotional marketing scheme to get more listeners?
I'm on the fence about it, but it might work.
You're on the fence, or you're on the wall?
I see what you did there. Listen, I can't call you a Trump supporter. I know you hate him just as much as I. Oh my god! So I wouldn't say that.
How is that guy not having health issues, and I'm over here?
Oh, he's having health. He's hiding that shit.
Yeah, it's all mental.
He's got some good doctors. He's got hella good doctors. Yeah, but your idea is, go ahead.
Okay, so there's a dude named Forrest Fenn. And he hid $2 million in gems somewhere in the Colorado Rockies. And people go and look for this all the time. I don't have $2 million. But
neither do I.
But he also released a book that had a whole bunch of clues on how to find it. And I imagine that book has sold a bunch of copies. So here's what I'm proposing we're going to do. I have $20. I'm going to hide it somewhere in Orlando.
Okay.
And then every week on the podcast, we'll give a clue to where that $20 is. Oh, this is just coming to me. If they don't find it that week, I will go out and add another $20.
What if a homeless person just finds it?
No, I will put it somewhere they can't find it, like a bath.
Like a what?
Like in a bathtub.
In a bathtub? Oh, nice. Where are you going to hide? I'm thinking someone's going to find this, cleaning.
Accidentally?
Yeah.
No, I will make sure that's not a possibility.
I just don't see it. That's what I'm questioning about. Mm-hmm. How are you going to hide this to a point where you lift up a rock or someone kicks on oh shit, it's $20 here.
No.
And you're going to hide it that well.
Yes.
That people need clues.
Yes.
To go get it.
Yes.
Like a Carmen Sandiego witch hunt.
Yes.
All right, man. Okay. So I'm assuming episode 23 will have the first clue because you haven't hit anything yet.
Yes.
Okay. I was like, or did you?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. In fact, we talked about that, because I could have quite easily gave some clues tonight and then gone and hit it. But I want to put it there first, and that way it's all fair game. And, we'll leave some clues. And that's how it's going to be.
Treasure hunt for Hurley's.
The obligatory treasure hunt.
Obligatory treasure hunt for 20 smackaroos.
And I know $20 isn't a lot of money, but to some people, it's a ton of money. And especially if it's something like you're like, hey, I'm down in that area. I think I know where it is. Why wouldn't you?
In honor of episode 20.
Sometimes it's not even about the amount of treasure. It's about the quest.
It's about the quest?
Like, look at Titanic. They spent all that money to go out and find that jewel. Found an old lady. They all sat there listening to her little story, and then she fucking threw the stone right into the ocean.
Dumb bitch.
Dumb bitch. But even more so, all the people on the boat, like, excuse me, billions of dollars to find this thing, and we flew you out here. We let you relive your whole story. We sat there and acted interested while you said it. Couldn't you have just handed us the fucking rock, lady? Could we put it in a museum? Maybe that'd be a more fitting tribute to this guy you love so much.
You know, did they ever get that jewel back or no? Did they ever go after it? Is that all true though? Like, is that true? Because I didn't really watch it.
Are you right now asking me?
Yes.
If the storyline of Titanic
is
okay,
I know Titanic happened.
Yeah,
I'm talking about that whole jewel thing where you threw it in the ocean bullshit. I don't know.
You want to know if that part's true?
Yeah. Why are you looking like that? White people do weird shit.
The most famous jewel in history.
Is it?
Yes.
All right. I didn't know she threw it in the ocean or not.
Yeah.
I didn't know if they added that or she actually just handed it to them. And
that is 100%. There's people out there right now. The U.S. Navy spent like 5 years out there looking for it.
Oh, okay. And they never got it.
Okay.
I didn't know if that was like bullshit or not.
Yeah, no. It was like it belonged to some emperor or something like that.
But see, now you...
I can't even do it. I can't even do it.
It's like, for real?
You're so fucking gullible. I can't even do it. I was just looking at you going, oh, man,
like,
this is going to be great because people are going to listen to the episode and be like, dude, you're a fucking moron. But
I'm not a fucking moron.
I couldn't even hold it long enough.
How am I a moron? I didn't even stay and watch the whole movie. It was so boring.
It had an intermission, I think, too, when it came out in the theaters.
The Leonardo DiCaprio one?
Yeah.
What? What the hell is so funny? Did she throw the stupid jewel or not? I don't know. And did he paint her naked? I don't even know if that was true. that old bag throwing that damn jewel in there for penguins and shit to get.
And there's plenty of room on the door for both of you. Scoot over.
I know.
Scoot over. Or, there's not enough room? Okay, easy enough. We'll do shifts. You're in for 5. I'm out for 5.
The bitch weighed like the like a temperature. I mean, she was not that heavy. They could have both fit on it. She's a horrible person, but whatever. I don't know what any of that part is true, though. I really don't. God damn it. I thought Goonies was an actual happen for the longest. I was like, is that real?
It's not?
No. I found that out like 3 years ago.
What?
Yes.
I'm going to have to Google that. I'm pretty sure Goonies is 100%.
It's not based off a true story.
It's not about the treasure of a pirate named One-Eyed Willie.
Nope. Not at all.
One-Eyed Willie.
One-Eyed Willie.
A pirate named One-Eyed Willie.
Kind of makes sense. I know he's talking about his wiener, but still. It's a clever name for a pirate.
Oh my god! I'm gonna have to bring in a list one day, and you tell me what films are based on true stories.
Oh no! I don't want to do that.
What films were totally made up?
But I'm so confused right now with the Titanic BS. By the way, though.
Are you?
Yes.
Why would there be a whole museum on International Drive if it wasn't real? You think they made a museum about a movie?
They got a museum of The Walking Dead. The shit ain't real.
Do they?
Yes. And they even have like zombies and shit like that.
I haven't done anything touristy in Orlando in a while.
Yeah, they got a zombie museum.
Like, I'd like to. You know why? I drove by Pirates Dinner Theater the other day.
There's another one.
I haven't been to Pirates in forever. Have you ever been?
I've been. A long time ago. I thought it got burned down though.
I think they did have some damage, but I think they rebuilt, right?
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I have to check it out. Yeah, if you got tickets to Pirates, let me know because I'd like to go.
I think I do have some tickets.
Do you really?
Yeah, there's like hidden somewhere.
It's more like I want to take the kids, you know, because it's something they enjoy.
I don't want them.
if it's not burnt down. We'll have to get back to that.
Yeah, I'll look for them for you.
Here's how it's going to work. I'm going to hide $20. I'm going to leave some clues. And then if you find it, great. You're going to send us a picture so we can post it because we don't want people thinking that we're just, making the stuff up. But if no one finds it that week, then I'm going to go add another $20. And or should we change the location every week?
I mean, if no one found the location, clearly you have to leave it in the same location. Right?
Not really. It could be a time limit on the game.
I mean, you could do it like that too.
I mean, it's going to cost me
It's
more
your
money.
rules.
Yeah.
It's your money going in here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'll leave.
So, or is it like the lottery where it's like, oh, we didn't have a winner this week, so it rolls over?
I'll leave a card for a free 30-minute workout session.
See, wow. This is turning into, this is like the ultimate Orlando coupon discount package. $20 cash.
And the Pirates of the Caribbean. Caribbean.
No, those are mine.
Oh, okay, those are yours.
mine.
Okay, sorry.
Yep.
Not those.
And then it's probably, we're giving you tickets to attractions that may or may not burn down.
I'll throw in this Ninja Turtle Batman.
Well, now we can't hide that. I mean, $20 you can hide pretty easily.
You can hide that.
Yeah.
All right.
So we'll figure out the rules.
We'll figure that out.
We'll make up some clues. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. Like the brains you're going to need to solve my clues are someone who's not going to spend any of their time looking for $20. They're like, my time is worth more than the $20. I'm going to put you in that conundrum.
All right. Well, you heard him. Mike's going to hide next episode. We will. You didn't even start the time. Nice. Next episode.
What's it over there?
We're 46.
Oh, okay.
I forgot the hell I was gonna say. Oh, next episode you'll talk about your clues, where you hit it, and
clues to Mike's wealth.
We go get that $20.
20 generous paces towards the X.
Are you gonna write the clues like? Are you gonna put the clues up?
Do we
for
have
writing?
to? We gotta do.
You
it
have
as
to.
a
You put it up
thing?
for writing too.
Yeah, I don't know. No, because why? If
No?
we put it up for writing, then people will just go read the writing rather than listen to the podcast. And isn't that the whole point? And you know what? I'm gonna be a bitch. I'm going to be a bitch about it. I'm going to give, throughout the course of the podcast, drop a clue, drop another clue, drop another clue.
No. They donate $1 to Patreon. You will give them more clues to the treasure.
Which if you think about it, if you win $20, $1's nothing.
Yeah. See, you're
playing the odds.
I
think we're walking borderline gambling at this point. Is this legal anymore? I don't know.
I don't know. Who cares?
Hey, that's not our job to figure out what's legal and what's not.
It's not.
That's the police. So
Perfect.
All right.
Well, on that note, I guess we're gonna end it here then.
I guess. I told you it was gonna be a good, interesting one.
All right, man. We didn't even get to the topics I wrote all down. It's all good.
Well, you got the eyebrow thing, and that was about.
What are you talking about? Well, we'll talk about baby talk next week. Yeah.
Okay.
No, not baby talk. Baby talk. Having a baby. Yeah. We'll talk about it later.
Well, I wish we would have hit on that.
With that said,
all right.
You can check us up on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes.
You just want someone to share your clothes with. Son of a bitch. Oh, true story. Before we go, last night after other bar, I was driving downtown and I saw Ken Miller walking, and I didn't know if maybe he had parked too far away. So I pulled over and I honked my horn. I'm like, Ken, man, you need a lift? And he was drunk. He comes walking over. He's like, motherfucker, you got a baby seat in the back of your car? I'm like, yeah, sometimes I got to pick up Kermit before the podcast.
You son of a bitch.
He's like, all right, man.
Well, you got anything to plug this week or nothing?
No, I'm actually a professional. People are going to love this. I'm a professional comedy class instructor substitute this week. I covered the comedy class over at the Improv, and I'm covering the comedy class over at SAC Improv. So,
all right. Well, cool.
Just doing that.
And, happy 4th of July.
Hey, yeah, we should have talked about that.
We should have.
We'll talk about it next week.
We'll talk about it next week. Hopefully you have all your fingers, because I don't celebrate it.
Yeah, I don't really do anything with the fireworks. Maybe I'll pick up some sparklers. I meant to do that.
Knowing your luck, you're fucking losing eye. So
I'll give it to the kids.
All right. Well, that's it.
Boy.
See you guys later. Peace.
Bye. Have fun, Sanchez.